Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So a lot of activity last night. I just woke up. Currently it's 7:08 in the morning, so I'm catching up on my coffee and catching up on all the information that dropped. So I am going to be covering all the translations for the official Dokkan post on the JP site. At least I heard there are some differences between categories and links for, like, I think it was Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, whatever. But with that being said, I am strictly going to cover the information available from their official post. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So this will be the Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Vegeto's super physical type looks to be. There is a new category where it is the crossover category, and then this guy does have the lead for that, which is Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 170%. So it's nice to see that 170% across the board. I haven't taken really a look at the types of units that would fall in this category of crossovers, but I would imagine there are a fair amount to where you can actually build a pretty decent team probably. Now in terms of links, since I can see it right now, let's just go ahead and cover it. Super Saiyan Kamehameha, Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Roar, and then Fierce Battle. And then from a passive skill standpoint, it looks to be for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, attack and defense increase of 140%, and then crossover category allies, Ki plus 1, attack and defense increase of 20%, and grade 8 power category allies get Ki plus 1, attack and defense increase of 20%. Looks like, let me see this real quick. I guess it's basically counters at a high chance. Yeah, basically counters with a high chance at with tremendous power, or whatever that direct translation is for that one. And then for the categories, what I see is crossovers, Dragon Ball Heroes, Patara Last Resort, Grade 8 Power, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, and Battle Wits. For the super attack ability, it looks like for one turn raises defense and causes immense damage. So that is the unit for the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Alright, moving on. This will be the Super Saiyan 4 Broly. I would actually like to pick up, copies of these guys so I can actually build a Super Saiyan 4, category setup, aka, the grade 8 power or whatever. So it'd be nice to be able to do that. This guy looks to be the grade 8 category, grade 8 power category, Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 130%. And then for the links, it looks like Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, let's see, Nightmare, I think, Brutal Beatdown, I believe that is, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan Roar, and then Fierce Battle. And then if we look at the category listings for this guy, crossover, Dragon Ball Heroes, Pure Saiyan's grade 8 power, and Time Travelers. Passive skill is going to be upon activating a super attack and defense increase of 140%. And if there is another grade 8 power category ally on the rotation, additional attack guaranteed with a high chance of that being super attack. So that's the setup for that one. Of course, he's meant to kind of be paired up with other grade 8 power category units. And then for the super attack, looks like along with causing immense damage, also greatly lowers defense. So that is the stats on Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Alright, let's move on. There actually is a lot of units being covered today, so I think we have like a couple more. Alright, so by the way, I want to know what type this guy was actually. Let's see, what is he? Yeah, Extreme Tech. Alright, so Toa is the Darkness. Toa is AGL, right? Or is this new, I guess? Alright, Super or Extreme Intelligence. What is this, like Demon God Toa, I guess is the translation for this. In terms of like the stats, leader skill is going to be DB Heroes category Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 150%. So that'll be a nice lead for that category. Links looks like I guess it's the Majin link, and then like what is that? Teki Kakuna Shisto. What was that? God, I think it's like Rival Duo or something like that, probably. Battlefield Diva. Majutsu no Tsukaita is like something like the I don't know, servant of the Majin, or demon magic or whatever. Demon magic servant. I don't know what the exact link is, but that's pretty much what I think the translations are. Thirst for Conquest, and then I guess Scientist, and then Shattering the Limit is the one for that. Alright, let's take a look at the passive. So, attack and defense increase 100%. Allies get key +3, attack and defense increase of 30%. Looks like high chance of additional allies attack increasing by 10%. Another high chance of allies defense increasing by 10%. And then if HP is 50% or less, for one time only, extreme type allies get attack and defense increase of 50%. And then HP recovery of 50%. It almost reminds me of the AGL version a little bit with the built-in passes, plus some of the components from the the tech Supreme Kaya time. All right, so categories for this one: crossover, DB heroes, Peppy Gals, time travelers, Conquest of Terror, Siblings Bond. I think that's Battle of Wits and Dragon Ball Seekers. For the super attack, which is what is that? Inferno Barret, I guess is the translation. But for her, it'll be, I guess, causes immense damage and lowers attack and seals SA. So at least, these secondary units do also have immense damage, it looks like, from the super attack multiplier. Alright, so this is the Demon God Daburad Zeno, I guess is the name for this one. Alright, this one's also a Dragon Ball Heroes lead, so key +3 HP attack and defense increase of 130%. Pretty much gives you like another opportunity to be able to build a team with a decent leader skill. When you have more options, the better it gets. So that's probably what they're going for. I'm not sure what the Chukishin Link skill is for that one. I'm gonna have to bypass that one. The others are Shocking Speed, Brutal Beatdown. I think obviously the Servant of Demon Magic or whatever. Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and then Shattering the Limit are the link sets for that guy. In terms of categories, crossover, DB heroes, Conquest of Terror, Siblings Bond, Time Travelers, and Dragon Ball Seekers. And then for the passive, it looks to be attack and defense increase 100%. When there's only one enemy, additional attack and defense increase of another 100%. And then the attacked enemy will have their attack and defense drop by 20% for 2 turns. And then if there's 2 or more enemies, additional 100% increase toward defense and high chance to evade attacks. A lot of interesting skill sets built in there for that guy. For the super attack, looks like along with causing immense damage, high chance to stun the enemy. So pretty decent level of skill sets, that one. And I think the typing is alright, so extreme AGL for that one. Alright, moving on. This should be the Mira unit. So this is the awakening for that guy. Let's take a look. So leader skill is going to be extreme physical types, key +3 HP attack and defense increase of 100%. So that'll be a nice little secondary lead for stuff like Battlefield. I really should have prepared for like the link set translations, because I keep seeing the same one. Majutsu no Tsukaite, it's basically the one I keep referencing, thinking it's like the the Demon Magic or Majin Servant or whatever it is. And then we've got links like, I think, Majin Power, Brainiac's Revival, I think, or whatever it was, and then Fear and Faith, Realm of God, or Godly Warrior, or whatever that was. And then Shattering the Limit is the link set for this unit. In terms of the passive skill, looks to be attack and defense increase 120%. Extreme type allies get key +3, defense increase of 30%. All enemies attack and defense down by 20%, and for every crossover category ally on the team, additional 10% increase to attack. So that's pretty much the skill set built around that. In terms of categories, you've got Resurrected Warriors, Realm of Gods, Time Travelers, DB Heroes, and Crossover. And then for the super attack ability, for 1 turn, greatly raise attack and causes supreme damage. So we finally get a supreme damage unit. So maybe the ones with supreme are pretty much the Dokkan Awakenings, and the new ones they pretty much embedded with immense damage. That's probably what that is. So this is the Dark Mass Saiyan, or whatever the proper term is. And then for this guy, let's see what the improvements are. Extreme AGL types, Ki plus 3, HP, attack and defense increase 100%. Links to be Saiyan lineage, Saiyan warrior race, royal lineage, prodigies, berserker, prepare for battle, and shattering the limit for this guy. In terms of the passive skill itself, looks like if Ki meter is at least 6, additional attack and defense increase of 160%. And if Ki meters 10 or more, additional Ki plus 2. And if there is at least 3 crossover category allies on the team, additional attack increase of 60% and medium chance to activate critical. So this is really just built around making sure you have the crossover category units on the team to fully exploit this guy anyway. That's what it seems like. And then in terms of categories, you've got Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, DB Heroes, and Crossover. So a decent amount of options there for that guy. And then for the super attack, it's going to be, along with causing immense damage, lowers attack and defense as well. Alright, so a couple more, 2 more. Let's just run through this real quick. Alright, this is, well, I guess this is technically the Masked Saiyan, or whatever, the dark the dark or black dark Masked Saiyan King, I guess, is the translation for this one. This is obviously an extreme int type. This is also another Dokkan Awakening. In terms of like the leader skill, it's going to be extreme int type, Ki plus 3, HP, attack and defense increase of 100%. Looks to be for the link skill. Basically anything new coming out of this is the shattering the limit link skill, probably because of the awakenings with it. But outside of that, you've still got stuff like Saiyan lineage, Saiyan warrior race, royal lineage, prepare for battle, and berserker and stuff like that. Alright, let's take a look at the passives. So attack and defense increase 100%, and then after receiving an attack for 5 turns, additional defense increase of 100%. And excluding self, if there is, hold on one second. Yeah, if there's basically a DB Heroes ally on the team, excluding self on the rotation, effectively guard against all types, and amount of damage applied, recovery of 10% toward HP on that. And so I think from reading that, that's pretty much the setup for that one. And then links are Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover. A lot of these will overlap because they are similar units, but super attack will be along with causing immense damage, lowers attack and defense. Did I read this already? Or maybe they're just that similar. Alright, let's just move on. It's way too early in the morning for this anyway. Alright, this will be the extreme strength type Mira, super Mira unit. In terms of the leader skill, extreme strength type, Ki plus 3, HP, attack and defense increase 100%. I think for the links, you've got Androids, Majin Power, Berserker, Tough as Nails, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limit. So a lot of these obviously have the Shattering the Limit link skill instead of Fierce Battle. Passive skills, an attack increase of 100%, defense increase of 50%. Ignores enemies guard. Let's see, attacked enemies attack and defense reduced by 20% for 2 turns. If the attacked enemy has a attack reducing status, additional attack increase of 50% and high chance to activate criticals. It looks like for the categories, it's androids, time travelers, artificial life forms, resurrected warriors, DB heroes, revenge, and crossover. And then for the super attack, looks to be greatly raises defense and causes supreme damage. This one looks like it does have the Kaioken mechanic in terms of stacking up the defense, because I don't see any turn restrictions on that. So that'll be interesting to to find out in terms of like the overall long-term battles type deal. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is pretty much the list of all the heroes units that are coming out or getting a Dokkan Awakening. So it'll be really interesting to find out, how this stuff goes. So hopefully you found the translations helpful. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later. All right, peace out.